Oh, that's old gas. Nope, it's not. Well, that's freaking exciting. The motor's not bad. Look at that. You guys ever feel astronomically stupid? Cool, so here's the story, here's what happened. I did Fong's valve cover as you saw in the last video. He came by to pick it up and he was like, hey, how's this thing going? I said, well, this one cylinder is dead. I probably need a new motor. Blah, 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 blah. Me and shopping for a Type S. And without saying anything else, he jumped in the car and just started working on it and just started going, this is good, this is good, this is bad, this is, what is this, how is this, switch this, try that. And we took cylinder number 4. Also, this would be a good time to make fun of TikTok. So I made a TikTok video explaining that this cylinder was dead. I was pointing to the coil pack as to explain which cylinder I was pointing to instead of pointing to the injector. And I said this injector was bad. And then they all got on there and goes, that's a coil pack, clearly you have no spark. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't handle it. Anyways, so we switched this injector with this one because we knew this one was good. And sure enough, the misfire went from here to here. So today I braved the snow, went to the junkyard and got 4, just in case, I got 4 injectors from a Honda Accord. So beautiful, so much power in these little bad boys. And put that in there, as you saw, sprayed myself with the fuel, and it runs. So that's how we came to that conclusion. Now, I'm trying to loop the heater core lines, which are right here, because I'm not using a heater. Probably going to do a different hose. This one's a little kinked. Next on the agenda is to throw the radiator up front and just kind of see how all that functions, make sure there are no leaks underneath. And make a radiator mount, because we don't have any of that yet. So that's what I'm doing now. That's the story of how I successfully fixed this all by myself and with Phong. So thank you, Phong. Okay, cool, back to the video. On the front of the MR2 was actually a heater core or some sort of hose. Anyways, so that fits nicely, doesn't kink. The problem is it's ridiculously close to this. Now, I think they make block-off kits for this, but I've also heard it's better to let this flow instead of blocking it off, since this isn't a drag car. I like that idea, but it's close and I don't like that. So 2 things are gonna happen. My neighbor Greg gave me this stuff. You guys might be familiar with it. It's like a heat-resistant kind of deflective sticker, more or less. So we're gonna use this, and I found this. I already bent it once. I'm gonna make a freaking heat shield. We haven't done that yet on the channel, so I don't really know how it's gonna go. We'll line this with that stuff, and we should have a nice little heat barrier, and then we'll wrap the hose in that as well, and then probably gonna do 2 layers of heat wrap in that area just to be safe. Like I said, we could buy the block off plate, but I like making stuff, and this was sitting on the ground there, so we're gonna make a heat shield out of it. Well, it appears the radiator has a pinhole in it, probably from, where'd it go? Probably from when I was trying to shove it in the Jeep to see if it'll fit right here. There's a little teensy tiny pinhole. You can't even, I mean, you can't even see it. But, so, new radiator is on order. So what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm running out of time. I wanted to give you guys an update that the engine's good. Just trying to find some other little stuff that I can do. Hence heat shield and what I'm about to do. I'm gonna mount the ignition. I'm gonna mount that real quick. I don't know, I'm really running out of time. I'm jumping on a plane in 2 hours, so I have, no, that's a lie. I'm jumping on a plane in like 4 hours, but I gotta be home in 30 minutes because I haven't even packed yet. So let me see what I can get done, and then we'll see what I can get done. So we got this mounted. I have to extend, I believe, a ground wire, and then I'm gonna loom all this up, but I am completely out of time. So we are going to California for 3 days, so that'll be a nice little brain break. But when I get back, it's gonna be stupid. 2 earth roamer interiors, and then 14, 15 pieces from a Can-Am, UTV thing. And then I have 10 days, and then I have to go out of town again. So I'm gonna keep going, and we're on a good pace. We are gonna have another video this Sunday. That is going to be, I think I'm gonna do a 2020 highlight reel, basically. So it should be really fun to watch. I was looking back to see when the, 1 year ago was, and despite how slow our progress has been, we actually did a ton. So that'll be a real fun video. I'm glad it was only an injector. Again, thank you, Phong, for coming, for 1, the business, and 2, helping me figure out that my motor's fine. That looks good, so we'll wire that up next time. The radiator I have on order. That should be here about the same time I get back in town. I've said this 100 times, but all I really need is to figure out that 1 axle, and then I need to go up to PFI and buy some injectors for that. And as far as running and driving goes, we're set. I gotta bleed the brakes. I had to add a coolant gooseneck because I also realized I have nowhere to fill it up at. So, but other than that, guys, my plan is to drive this thing. So I have 10 days of being here to work before we have to go out of town again. The plan is to get this thing to drive in that 10 days. So look forward to that. Watch this Sunday's video, and I'll see you guys as soon as I can. Thank you guys for being patient. I don't want to just keep rambling on, but I know the biggest thing holding this channel back is that these 2 don't run. Mina's Civic runs. He's actually, we'll go into further detail, he's actually fully building it because it blew up again. So we're done with junkyard motors on that one. The biggest thing holding us back is none of this stuff runs, and we're getting really close to everything running. So for those of you who have stuck around and stayed with me and just watched all this build stuff over and over and over again, I appreciate it. I'm trying to make it a lot more fun to watch because it's, a heat shield's not super exciting, but I'm proud of it and I'm excited about it. But you get what I'm saying. So we're moving in the right direction. We're getting stupid close, and I think that's really when everything's going to take off, and that's really when we're going to see some growth. And with growth comes more money, and then we can do more things, and things move faster, and blah 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 blah. It's just a slow process, but once we hit this point, we're getting real close to it. It's gonna snowball. I don't even know what's gonna happen, but I'm excited. So thank you guys, and see you on Sunday, and then yeah, I'll be back in town. We'll get to it.